The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Chapecoense definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And it's Kaka. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. In again, punched away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mane, the cutback, and he's heaved it away. Great defending, strong and determined.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Now the delivery. Mane with the clearance. Van Bommel has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Tchouaméni does really well there. Strong defending. Messi. And he's quick to return it. Messi! Goal! Hungary! And Hungary are in front! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Can he get it through? Davis, aimed at the far side, towering header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? And this is Aguero. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Tchouaméni clears it away. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's a promising position. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. And volley! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Albert Ferrer. Here's Cannavaro. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And this is Aguero. Bebeto. It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini. Now it's Hullet. Good take, and is he in? Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi plays it short. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely bit of skill. And it's Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Messi. Lampard. That's tidy. Foot in. Oh, it's come loose. Bebeto. Now it's Aguero. Rijkaard. Davis receives it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substituição no time da Hungria. Camisa 9.
Hungary kick off the second half.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 80.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chouameni. Hungary, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And he's taking no chances there. Ferdinand. Rijkaard. And it's Mane. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Maldini. Zanetti, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Tchouaméni. Zanetti. Now it's Gullit. It's Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Great effort, but no way through.
Van Bommel. And it's Ferdinand. Rijkaard. Hoist, impressive jump! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hungary still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Luis Suarez. In with the challenge. Chance here to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Rafael Varane. And Zanetti. Rafael Varane. And it's Maldini. And it's Gullit. Now it's Ronaldinho. Van Bommel. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard. And here's Aguero. Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pull it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He'll try from distance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, nice touch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafael Varane.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Gullit. Swings. Oh, good effort. And again. Goal, Hungary! And they get themselves in front.
Gol marcado para a Hungria. Aos 37
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 4.
Chapecoense can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Hungary leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ball swat. Takes a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happy.
Chance! That's going to go a long way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bebeto. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there.
Substituição no time da Hungria. Camisa 11. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 18. Substituição no time da Hungria. Camisa 7. Camisa
Puskás.
22.
And here's Bellingham, over to the right flank.
Camisa 14.
Oh, sweet feet.
Camisa 10.
Now it's Bellingham. That is good strength.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. Rijkaard. Now Davis. Bellingham. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho is onto this. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Puskás. Oh, what has happened here? Cafu. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Puskás. Kaká. Messi. Messi! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi with the short one. And the shot! Goal! Hungary! And Hungary are in front! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Cafu. Oh, great leap! And it's in. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's the keeper's ball. Aguero pinches it off him. Threads one in. And this is Puskás, and he's managed to get free. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Messi. Mateus. Driving through the middle. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cristiano Ronaldo, he is through here. That's good defending, very good defending. Messi. Now it's Puskás. That pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. Now Davids. And it's Aguero. And it's Serginho. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. Back to within one. Interesting. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
But we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Puskas. Cafu. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Kaká, and it's Messi. And he plays one through. He has a look up, and he shoots! That's really well cleared. Hullet. Now it's Kaká. Very nicely done. Kaká stood his ground strongly. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
That's going wide left. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Hungary are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. They've got to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He has found the way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Messi. Kadiolu. Salah. Now it's Hullet. Kadiolu calmly anticipates.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's got the beat. Ferran Torres! Brilliant from Ferran Torres! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Messi. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Deftly away. They're urging him to shoot. And Puskas! Cristiano Ronaldo, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. That's destined for the flank. Looking for the run. Mateus. Lovely bit of skill. That's gone for a throw-in. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mateus. Oh, this is a very good run. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
Changement pour la Hongrie. Le numéro 11.
Hungary choosing to make the first change.
Messi, le numéro 5. À leur place, le numéro
Hungary
21.
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Le numéro 22. Lampard.
That is good alertness. Lampard, can he get it through? Costa Curta. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Serginho. And it's Aguero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's had it nicked away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Goes for a shot! Goal, Hungary! And they've got their lead back. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale. Aguero. And he's there to retrieve it. That has not gone well. Puskás. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball.
Hungary nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 17, Messi. À sa place, le numéro 22.
That was travelling. And it's Kaka. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Dani Olmo.
Additionnel, 3 minutes.
Saliba. Serginho. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Kaka claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold. And in the end, we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un jeune garçon vêtu d'un t-shirt.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
And I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now it's Kaká. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Kaká demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already. Mateus. Maldini. Strong running down that left flank. Kaká. That's very neat. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Silvestre scooting forward. And this is Luis Suarez. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mateus. Quarter of an hour played. Bale going face-to-face with his great... Bale! Off the bar! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Cleared without hesitation. Zanetti. Hungary already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Ambitious ball here. Zanetti. And Mateus. Now it's Messi. Oh, good ball. It's Luis Suarez! And he should have made them pay.
Suarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Mateus. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react.
Rijkaard.
Oh, good-looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's been shifted off it. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Oh, they could be caught out here, and the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká. Vieira. And Zanetti. And it's Vieira.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
And that's a throw-in. Maldini, Messi, Maldini. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's had a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Hungary are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Looking for the run. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Sneijder. Messi. And this is Messi.
Maldini.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. Sneijder. Aguero. And this is Aguero.
Zanetti.
For Bale. Mateus. And it's Vieira. And it's Messi. That's good running with the ball. That's tidy. Messi. Good driving run. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And for the first half, that is that. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Hungary firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Back on the way then. Silvestre. Aguero. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Silvestre gets into a good position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Zanetti.
A man never lacking in drive or determination.
Vieira.
And Mateus.
Rijkaard.
And it's Sneijder. And here's Aguero. Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Pepe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's through here, and he's certainly on. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vieira.
Over to the right flank.
Zanetti.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's quick to get rid. It's a throw-in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shot could be on. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Hungary. Number 14.
Hungary have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is number 23.
Mateus with the short one. Tries a shot! Lyon have the chance to go the other way. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hungary are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Kaka.
Under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out brilliantly. The cross.
Substitution for Lionel, number 23. Lionel Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Jude Bellingham.
Substitution for Hungary, number 9.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter
number
now.
6, Luis Suarez. Coming on the field, number 80, Ronaldinho.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
I can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Maldini.
Hungary have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done.
Antonetti.
And it's Azar. And it's Zanetti. Hungary will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Luis Suarez with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
2 added minutes.
Suarez
have been
with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
2 minutes to be added on. Chiellini. So that's it. It is all over. Hungary can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
Looking for the run. Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Costa Curta. He played for Rijkaard.
Davids. And Silvestre. Now it's Solot. That is lovely.
Kaka.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Akanji. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Kaká! Goal! Hungary! And we have liftoff! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Davids.
And here's Batistuta.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Luis Suarez. He's had it taken off him, played out towards the right wing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Club America really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Knocks it back. Maldini. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Sorloth clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Doué. Sorloth. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal going forward. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Played out wide. Costa Curta. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement. Davids. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Kaká gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, good spread. Cafu. Bale. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Davids is there, and he can get that clear. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cafu. Doué.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. It's a sharp pass. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Hungary go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Hungary just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Hungary leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Bale. Cafu has it out wide and in space. He's got away. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. Davids. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely spread. And it's Davids. And Silvestre. Into the channel. No luck with that dink over the top. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Kaka. Bale. And he's managed to get free. It's Bale! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Hungary are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And And that is doing no harm at all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
He's a sharp little ball here. Suarez picks it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's caught him in or out. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Cambio en el América. Número 6.
Bayer clearly engaging in mind games here.
Número 5.
Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Cleared away. Bale needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Davids. Olise. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira. Rijkaard. Doué has it in a wide position. Very nicely done. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rafael Varane. Davids. And he's picked it up out wide. But a bullish header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Luis Suarez.
Cambio en Hungría. Número 9. Número 14. Número 6. Luis Suárez. Entra
Bellingham can get it
número
clear.
11. Número 7.
And now a sudden
Messi.
chance to counter.
Número 21.
Now it's Gullit. Hungary couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Gullit. And it's Batistuta. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Luis Suarez. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Davids gets across and deals with it.
Cambio en el América. Número 14. Lo reemplazará. Número 4.
Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He has found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Davids. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's the chance to counter. Luis Suarez looking to play him in. That's very neat. Bellingham is always looking to break lines.
4 minutos de compensación.
Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging him to shoot. Rijkaard. De Ligt. Davids. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's Azar. Can he get it through? Oh, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that...
Vieira! Oh, cracking effort.
Vieira certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Cafu to Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. And it's Azar. This is a promising build-up. It's Lampard. Lampard. Oh, this is... It's Lampard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lampard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's forced to go back. Thuram. And it's Messi. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Maldini can get it clear. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar plays it in. Cleared away. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Punched away. And he skips past his man. This looks promising. And he shoots! Hullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Messi. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Zanetti. England are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Knocks it out wide. It's a throw-in. Pull it. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Lampard. Lampard, good driving run. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Lampard surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Now it's Puskas. Pull it. Lovely bit of skill. Pullet stood his ground strongly.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Zanetti. Haaland. He has found a way through. Corner. Kobel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is good progress on the left. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard gets into a good position.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
It's a quick ball upfield. He's not got that quite right. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Hungary up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Hungary can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Hungary leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Azar. Hungary do have a chance to counter here. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Out towards the flank. Zanetti, and it's played into the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And it's Messi. Now it's Puskás. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Haaland. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Azar, and that could set him on his way. Lovely feet. Azar. Haaland. Still just a single goal between the sides. Haaland. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Messi picks it up out wide. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played out wide. That's very neat. Good read, needed to be. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Maldini. And it's Azar. Cafu for Varane. And it's Vieira. Opts for safety. Cafu. And it's Hullet. And Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Hullet. And it's Vieira. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has not gone well. Showing great feet there. And that is expertly dealt with.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Threads one in. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Lampard. Cafu. He is just caressing the ball. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Rafael Varane. Very much into the last knockings. Cafu. keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
And it's Maldini. To Maldini. Pepe.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Cafu.
That's at the end. Hungary have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Puskás, voted man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Julian Alvarez, Peter, is a player who I think is very intelligent with his movement. Often he plays in the number 10 position. He just drops that little bit deeper to suck defenders out of position. And once he's done that, then he's capable of creative force in getting other people in behind. So there's an unselfishness to his game. And when he gets in front of goal, he can be deadly too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rafael Varane. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's good play. Bellingham. Messi. And it's Bellingham. And he's forced to go back. Desai. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And here's Kaka. Played out wide. Cafu. And this is Messi. He's dealt with that really well.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's Seedorf. Akanji is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Kashima Antlers are looking to go forward now. Succumbs to the pressure. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great pressure, plenty of it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Messi. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. skewed away. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Seedorf. Barcola. The cutback.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Maldini threads one in. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, can he get onto this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good alertness. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vinicius Junior. They're back in possession and ready to go again. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again.
Hungary clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
It's a promising position. Messi's cross.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Out towards the flank. Cafu stood his ground strongly. And the finish! Barcola. Seedorf. And the counter is on.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Hops for safety. Messi. And this is Messi. Vinicius Junior has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's played forward. And it's Kaka. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Messi. Barcola. Driving on and making good progress. And he plays one through. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
選手の交代をした確か背番号15ビニシウス・ジュニオール背番号9カカ変わりました背番号23エデン・アザール背番号11ルート・フリット以上の選手が入ります。
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Hungary are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hazard with the short one. Now the ball in. Dida claims it, safe hands. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. Barcola. Kashima Antlers couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Alvarez. Hungary do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Quality ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Bale. And it's Hullet.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Hungary have their third corner. He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Yaya Toure. Barcola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ibrahimovic. Cafu getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hullet gets into a good position. Hullet gets flagged offside.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Roberto Baggio. And here's Suarez. Now, can they get him away? That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Desai. Maldini. And it's Maldini. And it's Azar. Hullet wants to run onto this. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi looking to be a menace in the final third.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Lampard. He's got away. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Puskas. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Hazard goes short. Deftly away. And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A breakthrough so late in the day! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So that's it. It is all over. Hungary have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Bullet voted Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're on the way.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Takes a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short.
And this is Lampard. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. And he's forced to go back. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Knocks it out wide. And it's Kaka. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played out towards the right wing. Swings in across. Cafu with the clearance. And here's Zola. Oh, well played. Messi. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Now it's Puskás. And Messi! Goal! Hungary! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Lionel Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Xabi Alonso. Hungary currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Puskás! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Forlan. There will be a throw-in. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. And Puskás!
That would have been some goal.
Puskas clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. They've got to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dixon. Ferran Torres. Pele tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception. Well, they could break here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Lofted upfield. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. That was nice. And the shot's on here. And the counter is on. Xavi Alonso.
Hungary really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Messi. Oh, he's been caught on it! Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their 4th corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The goal scorer for Hungary after 45 minutes is number 6, Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez.
Hungary are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Luis Suarez.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Opts for safety. Cannavaro. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Pepe. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Hungary firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. The second half is up and running. Lampard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk. Xavi Alonso. And here's Forlan. Ferran Torres. He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Pepe. Rafael Varane. Messi. It's Lampard. Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Nice physical challenge. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Messi. Puskás, who's set up one goal so far. Puskás! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Puskás really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Messi goes short. And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dixon. And it's Cannavaro. Nicely aimed pass. Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nice bit of trickery. Xavi Alonso. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Forlan going after that. Lampard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lofted in. Cleared without hesitation.
Substitution for Inter, number 9, Diego Forlan. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Michael Owen. Substitution for Hungary, number 6.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 22, Frank Lampard.
Alonso!
Number 7, Lionel
Decent
Messi.
attempt, but not quite
Number
good
9,
enough.
Kaká. Coming on the field, number 21,
Cafu,
Pelé.
Bale.
Number 11, Ruud Gullit. Number 14, Gareth Bale. Number
It's
18,
Gullit.
Ronaldinho.
Cafu. And it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet,
And he's decided to go for it. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Zola. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Hungary have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? Puskás. And here's Bale. And he's being shifted off it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Pelé. Now it's Ferran Torres. And this is Zola. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Now it's Puskás. And he's managed to get free. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Hungary are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Hungary definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello everyone, this is a security announcement. Please make sure you keep your baggage